Welcome back, guys, to Neo, The World Ends With You, where with our splash screen up for having completed the game, of course, the game is not over. With another day awaiting for me to stream in the future, we turn to the power of editing for now to uncover our secret reports, having already got a couple for getting our fort screen filled up to, I think we're just over 90% now. We now have to dig through each day to uncover the secret reports. Who knows what surprises await if you collect them all. However, the mechanic isn't the same as it was in the original TWEWY, where we replay the day, we find some secret items here and there, make sure we get all the pigs, we complete a number of objectives, and unlock the secret report. Now, our secret reports are supposedly locked behind the boss noise that now can appear on previous levels, which of course was locked behind a skill, locked behind a person that we hadn't got yet. So let's go to day 1 to find that we have unlock that now. And so we come to the Shibuya Scramble Crossing with our day 1 having begun. Because we need to go to our 4th section because of course this was blocked off before by Joshua Kiryu, who now can unlock ultimate difficulty for us if we had enough friend points. We have ×9 currently, which means we're going to have to spend it elsewhere or go to other levels and do some dives to get ourselves the gold stars. However, we come to Hazuki Mikagi, who has bossy noise, causes blue boss noise symbols to appear when revisiting previously completed days. We couldn't get it at the time, I don't think, because of course you hadn't appeared yet. Now you have. And Shiki's here as well. Elegant strategist, sometimes increases the groove earned from beat drop combos, but with my Nagi and Minamimoto. Why not? That suggests we can get Minamimoto back by the look of it. So with 93% complete and a secret report probably to unlock for getting the 100%, we still need to do some small things like eat at certain shops or buy at certain shops as well to get the full 100% unlocked. But mainly, it's just the dives.
Gotta focus.
So now we've got that, we can see boss noise appear on the minimap down the corner.
Let's move.
And that is our target. So I'm going to crank it up to hard to see if I can get some extra drops or anything. Lower the level to up the drop rate. See if there's anything good from these boss noise. Or if I get trounced.
Who wants a piece of fret?
As we start our fight. It's time to get every single secret report.
Hey, back me up here, will ya?
So I take it this is the very first boss we fought.
Exquisite timing.
Masterfully done. Nowhere to run.
Because after dropping a rock on its head, it's dead. I guess we're not necessarily here for the challenge of early level mobs. It's
Couldn't
more
be
about
better.
secret reports, baby. Secret report number 1. So let's read that one. So I need to go to records. It's going to be a lot of screen jumbling for this one. Got 3 and 4 already. Let's check it out. Secret report number 1. 3 years have passed since the game that caught the attention of the higher plane. Observation is still ongoing, but from the UG, it looks as if Shibuya is on the brink of catastrophe once more. I'm forbidden from intervening in the game this time, so I'll have to settle for recording the changing state of both the RG and the UG here in this report. The Executor first intruded on Shibuya 3 years ago. Originally from Shinjuku, this angel started a clandestine game with Shibuya's composer, which ultimately led to Shinjuku's destruction. He should have been reprimanded as soon as he arrived in Shibuya, but the elites are turning a blind eye for some reason, possibly because most higher plane denizens still oppose Shibuya's impurification. This game resembles said impurification in that it is subject to a set of extenuating circumstances, somehow keeping it in balance, which are as follows. 1. Difference of opinion and subsequent conflict on the subject of Shibuya's destruction. 2. The absence of the composer. 3. The game being played by 2 proxies. And 4. Direct interference by the Executor. Neither the Executor, who wishes for Shibuya to be destroyed and purified, nor the composer, who has managed to prevent this up until now, can directly intervene in the goings-on of the UG. If they wish to take action, they must do so via proxy. The Executor's proxy in this game is the conductor, Shiba Miyakaze, and the composer's is a human player, one Rindo Kanade. I will henceforth refer to Shiba Miyakaze as the conductor and Rindo Kanade as the proxy. Perhaps spurred by the appearance of the proxy, former Reaper Sho Minamimoto has resumed activity after an extended period of silence. Furthermore, I'm picking up vibes similar to those emitting from Shinjuku just before its purification. They are still faint, but I will keep a close eye on them. And so we begin our secret reports. I bet I've got more graffiti unlocked at this point in time as well, for getting stuff like game over here. Punisher took down 3,000 enemies. Super Shopper VIP level 5 with a certain amount of stores. Became a regular 8 restaurants now. Earned gold medals on 15 dive missions too. Our psychic rank is Conductor. So with that said and done, we need to move on to our next chapter. Get some pigs soon enough. Let's go to Get Twisted. And so our second boss noise has been found in the 104. A certain apish looking face. As we of course find another boss.
Seriously? Perhaps we ought not engage?
That would be wise. We're not gonna do it though, are we?
Thanks for the assist.
Nowhere to run!
Hit it as hard as you can. Let's front load our damage, dispatch our foe ASAP, hard, schmard, and get our second secret report. I doubt that I've got some good bling off of it, to be fair.
the dream work.
A Grin Reaper. And secret report number 2 is obtained. So, back to our collection. To the corner, because we can read 3 in a row. Secret report number 2. With a proxy in place of an acting composer, the game is affected in numerous ways, the most significant being the implementation of bogus rules by the conductor. One such rule is the division of players into teams, presumably adopted from Shinjuku's rulebook. Under the team system, whichever team earns the most points over the course of the week may choose to either continue playing or not. If they choose not to continue, they may return to the RG if they so desire. However, only the composer can send players back to the RG. The conductor has no right to implement such a rule and no ability to carry it out. As such, it is in the conductor's best interest for the winning team to choose to continue playing. To assure this will happen, he has allied himself with a team clearly intent on continuing the game indefinitely, the Ruinbringers. Each team's relative value is measured against the others using their scores, and a loss for the team is a loss for each individual within it. It is unclear when these rules were first implemented in Shinjuku. What is clear is that they seem specifically designed to eliminate players counter to the objective of the game. Port number 3. A new player has joined the Proxy's team. The inability of the composer and myself, the producer, to intervene puts Shibuya at a disadvantage, but this new recruit in Minamimoto may help turn the tides. The team's new member, one Nagi Usi, is at once open-minded and closed off. Interestingly, this makes her the perfect foil to Tosei Furusawa. A healthy variety of personalities and abilities should benefit their team, and of course these reports are coinciding with the days they're on with a number. The Proxy has started using his powers in earnest. I can scarcely believe someone could have such a powerful latent ability. Latent powers are unique, naturally occurring abilities awakened by tuning vibes. These vibes originate from the higher plane and resonate with the soul of an individual. Tune them into their dormant powers. Incidentally, these vibes are the same ones required for travel between planes. It's highly unusual for multiple players with latent powers to appear in succession. I suspect the pins found in the RG have been imbued with tuning vibes for the express purpose of seeking out such individuals. The more hands the pin make their way into, the greater the chance of finding promising new players. However, the Proxy's ability is a significant deviation from standard latent powers. It is far too dangerous. If I could, I would have ensured it remained dormant, for the sake of both the UG and the RG. It has a potential to not only warp but demolish the lower plane's code. I wonder if the composer foresaw this and chose his Proxy because of it. Secret report number 4. So what exactly is the purpose of the Reaper's game? Let us review. The explicit goal of the game is to locate exceptional individuals. Players of superior imagination are elevated to the higher plane and made into Reapers or Angels to aid in the oversight of their region. The UG is located on the higher plane than the RG. It is understood to be the afterlife, as the soul is modulated and relocated to the UG upon the death of the body in the RG. However, the Proxy and his fellows were brought to the UG unmodulated. They have already begun to suspect that something is amiss in respect to both themselves and the Ruinbringers. The Reapers should be fighting for their lives same as the players, but Shibuya's internal Reaper hierarchy is at a total standstill. 3 years ago, Shibuya's acting composer and conductor carried out a game to determine Shibuya's fate. The events that unfolded are now known as Shibuya's impurification. The hierarchical freeze presumably stems from opposition to the impurification. I detected a new set of vibes in the UG at the end of the day. It seems those pins have awakened new powers within someone and modulated them for entry into the UG, just like the Proxy. This time it is someone the composer and I know quite well. So secret report number 3 awaits us, but first we have to go to day 5 to get that. So with that said, first of all, I need to go to day 3 to pick up a pig. And so the missed day 3 pig has been found. And I found out that it is also weak to fire. So I had to do it again, so to say. To take it on.
Galaxy Brain, activate! We got this.
Which reminds me, we need to look for a time pin.
All right, we won!
To defeat pigs, no problems. What does this pig give me?
Couldn't be better.
A rare metal. So, with that said, onwards we go for Secret Reports. Day 5 it is. So on day 5, our boss noise is literally right where we begin.
Let's have a look.
Didn't even have to move. Just booted up, saw the symbol on the thing. Hey, don't you come at me, random noise. And saw the weird symbol right over here. So let's take on our foe with some new pins equipped. More to the point, I found out that I do now have a time pin on the L1 command. So let's use that first of all.
Society won't fall to flotsam like you.
That means I could take on the pig much later in the game, and I'm happy with that. So it's this.
Gold pig alert!
What inopportune timing.
Great. Better take it out if we want any points today.
I've got a lot of weird pins now, that's for sure.
Here's a little trick I've been hiding
I
up
should probably
my
kill
sleeve.
this pig.
I'm pulling out all the stops now!
Don't know if I actually need to, of course, but keep electrocuting that poor guy.
You okay?
One of us got hit then.
Feel the freeze!
We got spectral swords that will evolve if Shoka levels them up. Just chasing him down. Kind of funny to watch. Poor for you.
We emerge triumphant.
And they still give me enough experience to level up. I shouldn't play with my food too much when we're getting these reports after all. A little bit of PP. But secret report number 5 is obtained, which means we can also go straight on to read secret report number 6 as well. I'm worried that we might end up with a gap and have to like go forward or something. A turf war called the Scramble Slam has just taken place. The Runebringers declined to participate. If they had, they surely would have won, leading to a decrease in overall morale. I suspect this little diversion, which pits players against each other in place of noise, exists purely for the entertainment of the conductor. This week marks the 104th game under the current conductor. The Deep River Society, the Valley of Beauties, and the Pure Hearts have all been subject to at least 30 loops. They're beginning to show signs of fatigue, presumably sensing the impossibility of victory against the Runebringers. Perceiving the game as unwinnable has a marked negative effect on players' well-being. The Proxy's team may be able to avoid coming in last place, but the odds of them toppling the Runebringers to claim victory are slim. Although anything can happen in this game, they may surprise me yet. Minamimoto has become aware of the Proxy's powers and seems to be plotting something. Report 6. The Proxy's soul is beginning to change. Strangely, its evolution trends towards stagnation rather than development. It is almost as if the range of its vibes is shrinking. I believe this may be due in part to his readiness to adopt the opinions and values of others, mistakenly believing them to be his own. He seems to do this entirely unconsciously. He may never realize it is happening. Under ordinary circumstances, players in Shibuya's game pay an entry fee upon arrival, through which the composer offers them a chance to re-examine themselves. This game has no entry fee. The Shijuku rules neither encourage nor allow for personal growth or change, making the game just that, a mere competition to collect points to prove one's worth. The Proxy's stagnant soul makes him the perfect user for his latent ability. For better or for worse, he is able to maintain abnormally high levels of imagination, thereby increasing the accuracy of each replay. The pieces fit together almost too perfectly. I can only think I'm overthinking things. That we're not. So by the look of it, day 6 probably doesn't have anything, so we're onwards to the final day of this week. Let's go. So it seems that the game this time round, unlike the original, is really not trying to hide things away from you at all, because the first area I'm dropped in has the boss noise yet again. Interesting though, Tower Records also has a load of new stock on top of that.
Oh, it's you.
With some great songs with it. I want that, thank you very much. New game, we've got Unpainted. World is Yours again. Different versions of it. We have Little Things. And Little Things in Japanese. That'll fill out some more of my record, that's for sure. But I love this song anyway, so it's all good.
Come again.
Right, so with that done,
Focus.
let's face you. It's on day 7 of week 1, so I can kind of only suspect what it might be.
Wanna go for a round, bro?
Maybe.
Don't get careless.
Nailed it! Let's keep it
If I hit him with time chains then and actually slow down time.
Feel the breeze.
Further, I say. Go for it.
All right, time to show you discs how to really play. Oh, is it just me?
Haven't even
or
managed to do
these
your thing yet.
antlers?
Looks like it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Like, where did they even come from?
I don't know, but ow. I've got long recharges on most of my stuff by the look of it.
Well, you can, bro.
Man, that's one hell of a psych.
Looks like I could just stay in center though, of course.
I expected better, even from a Yakugram like him.
He has a lot more HP than you'd expect. I was kind of expecting this fight to go very, very fast indeed. That does not seem to be the case.
How's that?
Even though I'm not losing HP because of my regen though.
Real loud move.
If he's undergone a chromatic change.
It's crunch time, Zeptograms.
Thanks, Minami. I don't know where you're shouting from though. Taking this battle too casually on the basis of just being a lot stronger than our foe, aren't I?
Follow me, yo.
Not bad.
Yes, got it.
Good enough.
What's the matter, bro?
Not bad. My time to shine.
Let's just stay at a distance.
We really killed it.
Hit him with our special. And finish off Suzukichi.
That was almost too easy.
If he had a bit of HP to him, notice me lightning. That's not new. Secret report number 7 is obtained. Our first week is now clear. The Deep River Society has been erased in accordance with the rules of the game. The souls of all members, including the leader, are gone. Their erasure runs counter to the goal of judging each player's abilities, but is unsurprising considering the conductor's intentions. Upon witnessing the erasure, the proxy's vibes have weakened once again. His increasingly hardened emotional state may be cause for concern. I suspected the individual who arrived in the proxy's moment of need was the source of the vibes I detected a few days ago. It does not appear as if the composer had a hand in the sudden appearance of our old friend. In sharp contrast to the ever-active executor, the composer is seemingly biding his time. Although I am unable to make contact to confirm, I believe the reappearance of this particular individual works in Shibuya's favor. Minamimoto, on the other hand, has all but vanished from the proxy's side. His noise refinery sigil drastically heightens his imagination, which may be why he can clearly recognize the proxy's abilities. I have an idea of what he's planning. It's dangerous, but I have no way of stopping him. Incidentally, the noise refinery sigil is a reproduction, copied from its original by a certain Reaper. Its completeness, or lack thereof, may be a factor in the subtle changes in Minamimoto's fundamental vibes. So with that done, I guess we move on to our next week. Start breaking for everything. With now nearly all the music bought, I must have to go to the other store, or maybe there's a track on another day, who knows. Onwards to week 2, day 1. And so our boss noise for this day, again, starts in the first area, though you have to get out of your cage a little bit in Takashita Street. Or it is waiting next to our Froggy Shoppy.
I guess I could go around.
I really needed that zoomed in. Let's get our next secret report then. Oh yes, you're hidden. I was like, oh, this boss shouldn't be hidden. Oh, wait a second, it's him. It's him!
Go down. Got him.
Most spectacular.
As long as I can finish off, like,
Feel the breeze.
you,
Just doing my job.
I feel I can work on the rest afterwards, you know?
I did it.
Hell yeah, you did.
Let's freeze him in time.
Feeling
Oh, I missed because of that. Interesting reason to do so.
Wow, am I good or what?
You sure are.
Further, I say. Onward. Indeed.
They're not getting me this time. I know how you guys work now. Don't know if hard is going to get me any good kind of pins from doing this, but you never know.
Couldn't be better.
Nothing new. A little bit of cash. Most importantly, secret report number 8. Four teams remain: the Runebringers, the Pure Hearts, the Verily Beauties, and the Wicked Twisters. Only one may survive and emerge victorious. At long last, the game approaches its conclusion. According to Shinjuku's rules, incoming players' abilities must exceed the total average imagination of the current players for them to be allowed into the game. As the game continues and low-ranking teams are eliminated, the average rises, making it more and more difficult for newcomers to enter. With the Deep River Society gone and the Wicked Twister's impressive latent abilities, the average imagination has increased dramatically. Only an immensely powerful player can be pulled in at this point. It can be safely assumed that the game will continue and conclude with no more than the current set of players. The game will continue into the week after next at longest, but the conductor has yet to contact the composer. It is possible he's unaware of the Higher Planes Purification Protocol. If he all goes according to the conductor's plan, he himself will be the victor of this game. I got stopped a little bit there, just thinking, oh wow, they actually had a reason for no other teams joining the game throughout it. Because our team were a bit too powerful, so people couldn't enter after that fact.
Need something?
So with that said and done, oh look, new pins. Golden Cap of Panic. It's a light black hole, but of course you need Scarletites to do that. Don't know where to find them at. We continue onwards, wondering where to go next, what to go for next. Maybe I should get this Volton Uppercut. I'll see. Of course, it's the next day. And again, week 2, day 2, the first area we were dropped into seems to have, if I had to guess by this symbol, Mr. Mew. Let's take you on hard mode, baby.
Ready? Galaxy Brain, activate!
Not hard for us to guess who it is with that kind of symbol, is it?
This seems a rather risky endeavor.
It's like a boss rush that isn't really a boss rush when you think about it so far.
Let's keep it up.
I guess I can't attack you with that. You're too high up.
Damn, good.
Way to be useful for once.
No sweat.
Further, I say! Onward!
Just keep attacking away. Wait for the big one to come out.
Where's he going?
I don't see him.
Look over there!
Lasers.
Ah!
It's fine, you're a bull. Be the bull.
Gonna blow you away!
Further, I say! Nice one! My thanks.
Take out more small boys. To let the big boy come out.
You've got to be kidding me!
Can he pick on someone his own size? On your knees.
Can't help being a big boy.
Got him!
Well done.
He was built that way.
Good surprise, milady. Let's just say you owe me one.
I don't like that look in his eyes.
No, no one does.
Nor do I.
Gonna blow you away!
Be fine, just go and send her.
Get a grip, yo. I bring it.
You can't cancel my attack. It's fine, I'll just do some kick flips this way.
Was thy humble contribution.
Nice work.
Fire my new time attack. And finish off Mr. Mew. Now will I get a good pin?
Alright, could have been worse.
That is the question. St. Esther's Shrapnel. Sounds pretty good. Secret report number 9 as well. That is like, I've had multiple pins with those kind of aesthetics to them, haven't I? The Saint ones. So to get another one ain't too bad. However, where is it on the list with my blindness? There it is. 669. Shrapnel rounds. Does not evolve. HP Vampire to it. 10 levels as well of light damage. That's pretty cool. But we're here, of course, to check out yes. Our secret reports, rather than get lost in what new drops we're getting. Secret report number 9. Our new arrival has joined the Proxy's team, almost as if filling the hole left by Minamimoto. Daisuke Kinojo Bito, also known as Beat, was a player in the game leading to Shibuya's impurification. His fortitude is remarkable, as is his soul and imagination. He should prove a powerful ally to the Proxy. Yet the Proxy's soul remains stagnant, or perhaps it would be more accurate to say it has stagnated further. I felt a similar shift 8 days ago when Minamimoto joined the team. If this is the fundamental immaturity of the Proxy's soul, it will be difficult to bring to light, unlike Neku's leading up to the impurification. The Proxy initiated another replay today. The resulting drastic increase in planar distortions indicates that at this rate, an explosive increase is likely after only a few more uses. However, the Proxy's pin is effectively absorbing the distortion, preventing the UG and lower planes from being affected at this time. So, we move on. Week 2, day 3. And so it is that I've now come to week 2, day 4, because week 2, day 3 does not have a blue boss noise awaiting me with a secret report, no matter where I looked. So, I went diving, and did all the dives in the game to get the gold stars, get everything there, and that's when I found out that, yes, the secret report 10 is indeed for the 100% of our social network. However, even with all the dives done, so this is the maximum friend points I can have at this stage of the game, 11 extra are now unlocked, you will see that even though I've done the things to open up stuff like this, there's 5 points needed here. This would make it 13, 18, 26 points I need, and I only have 11, which means that another day likely has friend point things to go for. So with 11 points, I'm going to get ultimate difficulty, because why not? Provides even more experience and even wider variety of pins if I want to go looking for things here, there, and everywhere. So ultimate difficulty is now unlocked. And apart from that, I only actually have 3 points to spend. So I can go for an item here, or I could go for 2 diletons, which is probably one of the only ways to get them. I don't even know. But I'll take them because of the consumable they are. And I'll get the extra restaurant thing here. So that's every restaurant tricked out too. So there's still 15 points worth of stuff to unlock in the future. That's gonna be a whole shebang. I was wondering if I might get this connected to my entire social network, sure, but I didn't get a thingy for it. And that's all I got. So I've connected the social network, but I haven't really got further with it. With ultimate difficulty unlocked, and why I've unlocked it and why I'm standing here is because I'm wondering if another book now appears here for our collection records. No, it does not. Because there are books missing. Maybe they're in another day. As we move on to Center Street, where our blue boss noise is. So, it seems we're going to have to miss a secret report. Or, you know me, I probably already put it in with the power of editing. What about right now? All of the Reapers stationed in Shibuya, including the conductor, would ordinarily be referred to as Shibuya Reapers, but ongoing conflict has caused those from Shinjuku to be called Shinjuku Reapers. Shinjuku's inversion 3 years ago jump-started its purification, forcing the Reapers there to flee to Shibuya. An inversion happens when the boundary between the UG and the RG is destroyed, forcing a purification. It occurs, albeit incredibly rarely, when the composer and conductor fail to agree on the purification. The composer's permission is not required for a Reaper to continue working in a new area. Such transfers are left up to the conductor. In this case, Shibuya's temporary conductor at the time authorized the transfer of all Reapers from Shinjuku to Shibuya. I detect no sign nor vibes of the Shinjuku conductor at present. I assume he was destroyed along with Shinjuku. Once a purification is begun, it is standard for the conductor to be invited up to the higher plane. There is almost no evidence of a mass personnel transfer after the erasure of a conductor in the past. Almost. Upon reviewing the records, I managed to find 4 cases where the affected area had fallen into imbalance before its purification was decided. One of those cases is Shibuya's impurification. The composer should file a report on the circumstances leading up to Shinjuku's purification at some point, although I doubt he'll do a thorough job of it, considering his disinterest in the lower planes. With Shibuya's composer giving his tacit approval to the Shinjuku Reapers, Shibuya's Reapers have no choice but to follow the rules given to them. Regardless of the true circumstances, Shiba Miyakaze has effectively become the conductor through legal means, as he was judged to be fit for the role. So let's get Secret Report 11 then.
Gotta focus.
All right, watch yourselves, everyone.
Luckily, the YouTube gets things all in order, I guess. Hello, Mr. Mathif Mammoth. Mathif?
Ain't no stopping us now.
We're on the move.
Nailed it.
I'm impressed.
Isn't the boss basically dead? Oh, yes. I think I've got it set to normal. No wonder. Wonder how much extra health you would have had on ultimate.
Couldn't be better.
Just keep leveling up those pins. Secret report number 11 is obtained. So let's read that one. Restlessness builds among the team leaders, and the proxy's psychological state is far from optimal. I can only hope he will last the week. The team's base groove is not abnormally low. In a system built around teamwork, such irregularities are certain to have a major effect on the outcome of the game. A network called the RNS was created specifically for this game. The ease with which it measures each individual's vibes and imagination makes it a useful tool for the management of both players and Reapers. However, making this information viewable also makes it accessible from the RG. It can only be found by those who know of the AUG's existence and are sufficiently proficient with networks. No modulation is required to communicate between planes this way, though it is yet unclear if other issues arise as a result. It's possible that communicating through the network could inhibit imagination, just as the full meaning and imagination of a work of art cannot be captured on the screen. I am no longer active as Cat, but if and when I resume, I must keep in mind how my works will be perceived when shared digitally, and alter my methods of expression accordingly. Perhaps the developer of the RNS could provide me with some insight in that regard. It's no longer active as Cat. Come back and be active! And I want this book! I want this book! Oh, there's tips and tricks here for another day, so you never know what it's for. Right then, onwards to the next day then. So on week 2, day 5, our next boss noise is literally again, right at the start. Who's it this time?
I can't wait to be done with this.
Oh, not Tyrannosaurus.
We sure we can handle this?
The Phasosaurus, if I'm right in saying.
Like we'd be unstoppable.
You sure hope so.
Yes, got it.
Good enough.
Nailed it. Feeling.
Did it a bit of time, that missed it completely.
It's over.
It's over.
Seems that knocks it out quite a bit. Quite a few hits are doing some good stuff for me, to be honest.
To you.
Even on hard, my pins are able to destroy. Make our Phasosaurus Rex extinct. As we get our next report.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So you say. Report number 12 then. There has been a change in the proxy's psychological state, as well as an improvement to relations between the members of his team. This is good news. However, the proxy's soul remains stagnant as ever. I've yet to fully analyze the stagnation, as I am currently unable to take any action beyond observing and hoping for the best. By Shinjuku rules, Reapers are limited in the actions they may take. Of course, obstructing players is not allowed on a basic level. Primary enemies that players face are other players, namely those on opposing teams, thus any team aiming for the top must go through the Ruinbringers. The proxy and his team are taking a different approach against the seemingly unbeatable Ruinbringers. To what extent it goes against the rules of the game remains to be seen. I doubt the conductor will sit idly by and let them do as they please. If he is forced to make a move, things will either end very well or very poorly. As previously stated, Reapers are not allowed to interfere in the game, and yet one of them is currently doing just that. It's possible that her Reaper status will be stripped from her, but where will that leave her once the game is over? On to our next day.